Hello everyone and welcome back again to my channel. So in today's video I have made a compilation of some easy rice and salad recipes just for you to spice up your kitchen. I hope you will give some of these recipes a try. And when you do so, please don't forget to leave a comment, like the video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. For ingredient, I have fresh turkey here. I also have some onion, green bell pepper, green chili, ginger, and garlic. I will chop this ingredient. After chopping, I will use a manual hand blender to blend all these ingredients together. At this point, I have the ingredients well blended and the turkey also well washed, so I'm just gonna marinate it. I will add some of the blended ingredient to the fresh turkey. Then begin to add in my natural spices. So I have mixed spices, curry powder, cumin, basil, another type of mixed spices, peri-peri. This is minced corn pepper. Then I will squeeze in some lemon juice. Then I will begin to mix everything together to get the turkey well coated. And after the coating, I will just allow the turkey to rest for about 20 to 30 minutes before I will bring it to fire. This exercise is mostly best when done overnight and just kept in the fridge so that it will be properly marinated for the whole night. I will have the rest of the ingredients scoop into a container, so I'm going to use this in making my jollof. So I have some fresh tomatoes and fresh chili. I'm going to cut them into pieces. Then I will use the manual blender to blend everything together. The chopped chili and tomatoes I transferred into the manual blender. Get it blended. After 30 minutes, I'll pour the marinated turkey into a pan. Transfer it onto a fire. Add in some salt. Give it a quick stir. just to get the salt mixed well. Then I'll cover it to steam for about 2 to 3 minutes without water. After 3 minutes, I'll go ahead to add in some water. Then I'll cover the turkey to boil for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes of boiling the turkey, I'll just take it out of the fire, allow it to cool down. Now I'll begin with making my stew for the jollof. So I have a pan on fire. I will add in some oil, allow it to heat up. I will add in the blended ingredient. Then stir everything together. Add some bay leaves. Give it a quick stir. So I will be stirring it often till the stew is well fried. So I could do this for about 8 to 10 minutes till I see it properly fried. I will now add in the tomato puree and also give it a quick stir and allow it to fry for another 5 minutes. I'll give it another stir after 4 to 5 minutes. Then I'll begin to add in some spices. Rosemary, cumin, mixed spices, basil, curry powder, vegetable bouillon cube. Stir everything together. Give it another quick stir after 1 minute or 2 minutes of frying before I will go in to add my rice. At this point, I'll begin to add in the rice. So this is 1 cup of basmati rice. So you are free to use any rice of your choice. I usually like using basmati rice for preparing jollof. I'll have it all well mixed with the stew. Then I'll cover this rice without water, just a mixture of the stew and the rice for about 4 minutes. After 4 minutes, I'll go in with the turkey stock. Give it a quick stir. I'll add in some extra water. In cooking my basmati jollof rice, I usually use 1 cup of basmati rice to 1 cup of water. Then I'll add in salt, give it a quick stir, cover it and allow it to cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. After 8 minutes, I will give it another stir. This is to prevent the jollof from easily getting burnt whilst it's not properly cooked. At this point, I will reduce the fire to a medium-low heat and allow the rice to cook for 6 to 7 minutes. So after 6 to 7 minutes, I'll give it another stir. I'll cover the rice with an aluminium foil, allow it to cook for another 8 minutes. Whilst the rice is cooking, I'll begin to fry the turkey. So in a pan on fire, I will add in oil, then allow it to heat up before beginning to fry the turkey. On a medium heat, I will allow the turkey to fry for about 4 to 5 minutes. Whilst the turkey is frying, I'll go back to check the rice. So I could see that the rice is now 50 to 60% cooked. I'll give it another stir. Cover it and allow it to continue to cook. After 5 to 6 minutes, the turkey is well fried. I will take it out of the oil, then repeat the whole process till I get all the turkey fried. At this point, I have all the turkey fried. So in the same oil, I will begin to fry my ripe plantain. I'll go back to check the jollof and I can see that it's now perfectly cooked and it looks so nice. The plantain is also well fried now. I'll just take them out of the oil. So at this point, I have everything ready. My jollof is all set and my fried turkey and plantain is also ready. I will begin to dish it also in a bowl. I will dish out my jollof and garnish it with the turkey and the fried plantain. So this is the final result. And I can tell you the taste is out of this world. The next recipe will be vermicelli rice with egg sauce. In a pan on fire, I will add in 12 grams of butter, add 2 tablespoons of oil, then allow to heat up for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, I'll break some spag into pieces and add it to the oil on fire. Then give it a quick stir and allow it to fry for about a minute or two. After a minute or two, I'll come back to give it another stir. So I'll keep on doing this till I see that the spag is cooked into a brownish form. Then I'll get the rice washed and add it to the spag. So this is jasmine rice, a half cup of jasmine rice. I'll add it, then give it another stir. Then cover to cook for a minute or two. After 2 minutes, I will add in some water. Give it a quick stir. Then add some salt to it. So the salt should be to your taste. Give it another stir. Then allow it to cook for another 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'll stir and then cover the rice with an aluminium foil. Then allow it to cook under a medium to low heat till it's properly cooked. To begin with the stew, I have some fresh tomatoes, I have chili, I have onion, I have ginger, and I have garlic. So I will chop this into smaller sizes, then use my manual blender to have it all blended. To begin with the stew, I'll put a pan on fire, add some oil, allow it to heat up, then add in some chopped onion, give it a quick stir, then go ahead to add in the blended ingredient. Give it another stir, then allow it to fry up whilst occasionally stirring to prevent the stew from getting burnt easily. I'll also add in some bay leaves. Give the stew a quick stir after 5 to 6 minutes of frying. So after 10 minutes of frying, I will now go ahead to add in some spices. So I have basil, rosemary, cumin, curry, mixed spices. Another mixed spices, vegetable bouillon cube. Give it another stir. At this point, I'll crack the fresh egg and add it to the stew. So with this stew, I'm using 3 medium size of fresh egg. I will allow it to cook for 3 minutes before stirring. After 3 minutes, I'll give the stew a stir. As you can see in the video, this is how I like my egg sauce to be. I will also add in some salt. The salt should always be to your taste. Then give it another stir. I will allow my sauce to cook for another 2 minutes. Then it will be ready to be served. My rice is also ready. I'll get it dished out. Then enjoy. You could try this also as well. This is very easy to make. Within 20 to 30 minutes, you should be able to prepare this food when you have all ingredients ready. And my friends, try this recipe and you will thank me later. Next recipe is turmeric beans rice with fish stew. First, I'll bring water to fire, then add in a half cup of white beans. So these beans, what I usually do is I soak it overnight before using it. I'll cover it and allow it to boil till it's 80% cooked, as I'm going to use it to cook the rice. So when the beans is ready, I'll get another pan on fire, add in some oil. So I added 3 tablespoons of oil, allow it to heat up. Then I'll add in another 2 teaspoons of turmeric powder, give it another stir. I will then go ahead to add in the washed rice. So I'm using a half cup of jasmine rice. I will add it, then give it a stir. Then I'll add in the cooked beans, give it another stir, add in some water, add some salt, then stir, cover to boil for about 10 minutes under medium heat. After 10 minutes, I'll give the rice a quick stir, then cover it with an aluminum foil and allow it to cook for another 6 to 7 minutes under a medium low heat. At this point, I will begin to marinate the fresh fish. So I have croaker fish. I will add in some spices. I will list in the description box, but you are free to use any spices of your choice. I will add in the spices. I will add some bouillon cube and salt, then begin to coat the spices on the fish to get it well marinated. So after that, I will set it aside for about 15 to 20 minutes before using it. I would now chop in the ingredient to be used for the stew. So I have some bell pepper, red bell pepper, onion, garlic, ginger. I'll get this ingredient well sliced into pieces before I will use a manual blender to get it all roughly blended. I also have some fresh tomatoes. I'll get it chopped into smaller pieces, then add it to the remaining chopped ingredient and get all blended with the manual blender. Now the ingredient is well blended. I'll bring a pan to fire, add in some oil, allow it to heat up, then begin to do the frying of the fish. Now I have the fish all fried up. I'll remove it from the fire. I'll go back to check the rice. I could see that the rice is about 90% cooked. I'll just give it a quick stir, then cover it again to cook under a very low heat. So back to the stew. With the same oil I use for frying, I will begin to add in the blended ingredient. Give it a quick stir. Add in some bay leaves. It's entirely up to you if you want to add in bay leaves or not, but I use the bay leaf in most of my stews. So I would be stirring the ingredient on and off after every 3 minutes just to prevent it from getting burnt. So I will do this for about 6 minutes. Then after which I will add in a tablespoon of tomato puree. Give it another stir, then allow it to cook for another 2 minutes before coming back to give it another stir. After another 2 to 3 minutes, I will add in some spices. So I have mixed peppercorn, mixed spices, bouillon cube, cumin, rosemary, basil, peri-peri. Then I'll give it another stir. Then I'll add in some salt. So the salt is also entirely on you, how much quantity you want to add. Then I'll give it another stir. Then I will add in the fried fish. After a minute or two, I'll go ahead to add in some chopped vegetables. So I have celery, carrot, and onion. I'll add it to the stew, give it a quick stir, then allow the stew to be on fire for just a minute. Then the fish stew would be ready. When the stew is ready, I will just scoop some of the excess oil from the stew. That is what I usually do. If I do a stew and I feel like the oil is too much on top, I just scoop the extra oil, keep it, and use it whenever I need it. So finally, my turmeric beans rice is also ready. I will take it off the fire. So now that I have everything ready, I'm gonna serve myself. I'll just scoop some of the rice onto my plate. I'll add some stew. Then I would enjoy myself. Guys, if you're not gonna try any of the recipes, I bet you have to try this one, because it's a different recipe on its own. Turmeric rice mixed with beans. You just will love it. Please don't forget to leave a comment, like this video when you do. I know you're gonna give a positive review on this very rice you see here. I'll just garnish it with some chopped cucumber and enjoy myself. The next recipe is bell pepper rice with fried egg and sausage and some black pepper. To begin with, I have some bell pepper, green, yellow, red, and one chili already washed. I'll get it well chopped. After chopping the ingredients, I will bring on fire a pan, adding 3 tablespoons of oil, allow it to heat up. Then I'll add in the chopped bell pepper and chili. Give it a stir. Then allow it to fry for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, I'll give it a quick stir. Then I'll go ahead to add in a teaspoon of paprika. If you are not a pepper fan, you could decide to opt out the paprika. Give it another stir, then add in some peri-peri, which is also optional. I'll go ahead to add in some curry powder. It's just a little curry powder, which is not up to a half teaspoon. Add some mixed spices. Now I'll add in the washed rice. So this is half cup of jasmine rice. I'll add it, then I'll give it a stir to mix everything well. Then I'll cover without water to cook for a minute. After a minute, I'll give it a quick stir. Add in some water, which is the same amount as the rice. Add some salt. Give it another quick stir. Then cover to cook for 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, I will come back to check the rice. Give it another stir. Then I will cover the rice with an aluminum foil and allow it to cook for another 10 minutes under a medium-low heat. At this point, I will begin to fry the egg. So I will crack 2 medium-sized eggs, add in some chopped onion and carrots, add some salt, mix peppercorn, then give it a quick stir to mix everything together. In a pan on fire, I will add some oil, allow it to heat up. Then I'll pour in the cracked egg and I'll allow it to fry. It took about 2 to 3 minutes to get the egg fried. Then I'll take it out of the pan. Then in the same pan, I will add the sliced sausage. So the sausage also took about 2 to 3 minutes, the same time interval to also get fried. I will take them out of the saucepan. So the rice is also ready. I will get it served. So in a plate, I already have my sausage and my fried egg. I'll just add some of the boiled rice. There is also some chopped carrot, onion. Then I have some black pepper. I will just put the link to the black pepper, and you could also try if you want to. You can see that this recipe is very easy to make, and I hope you will give it a try. The next recipe is simple beef and sausage fried rice. This is also an easy one. You can get it prepared within 30 to 40 minutes with just some few ingredients. First, I will bring a half cup of washed basmati rice to fire. Add a teaspoon of salt, give it a quick stir and cover to cook for 10 minutes. Next, I will go ahead to wash the beef. Then I will season it with some spices. So I'm going to list the spices in the description box. You can decide to go with the same spices or you can adjust it to your preference. I will add a bit of everything, add some salt, give it a quick stir. Then I will cover to steam on the fire for 3 to 4 minutes without water. Now back to the rice. I will just check, give it a quick stir, cover it to continue cooking. After 2 minutes, I will check the beef. I could see that there is enough water to be able to cook, so I wouldn't need to add any more water. Give it a quick stir and cover to continue to cook for another 5 to 6 minutes. After 5 to 6 minutes, I can see that the water content on it is dried, so I will just take it out of the fire. Back to my rice, I can see that it is also 95 to 96% cooked. I will take it off the fire, allow it to cool up whilst I start to chop all the vegetables I would use in making the fried rice. So I'm using carrot, spring onion, sausage, and some green peas in making this simple fried rice. But you can decide to add any vegetables of your choice, as this is entirely up to you. After chopping the vegetables, I'll begin to make the fried rice. So I'll bring a pan to fire. I will add some butter and allow it to melt. I will add in the beef and allow it to fry for about 4 to 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I will take out the meat. I will crack 2 eggs and add to the pan on fire. I will add some salt, peppercorn, and mix spices. Then begin to mix everything together, giving it a stir. I will add in 1 tablespoon of oil. Then allow it to fry for about 30 seconds before giving it another stir. So after 30 seconds, I'll give it a quick stir. Then go ahead to add in the chopped sausage. Give it another quick stir. Then allow it to fry for 30 to 40 seconds. Then come back again to give it another stir. After the stirring, I will now add in the chopped carrot as well. Give it a quick stir fry for like 10 to 20 seconds. Then I will add in the green peas and continue to stir fry. I will add in the chopped onion as well. Continue to stir fry. I will now add in the fried beef. and continue to give it another quick stir. After 1 to 2 minutes of stirring, I will now begin to add in the cooked rice. I will begin to stir the vegetables and the rice till it's well mixed. I'll add in some soy sauce and continue to stir fry. You can decide to add the soy sauce gradually so that the rice doesn't become too salty or it doesn't become so soaked with the soy sauce. Continue to stir fry for about 2 to 3 minutes under a very low heat. After 2 minutes, I'll go ahead to add in the chopped spring onion. Give it another stir. I'll continue to stir for about a minute or two. After 2 minutes, the fried rice is ready and can be served. So in a bowl, I'll serve the rice as you can see on the screen. So this is very easy to make, and with less ingredients, you could just prepare this simple fried rice for yourself and family. You can give it a try and leave a comment below the comment section. The next recipe is a chicken salad. To begin with, I have some chicken breast. I will slice it into two sides. After which I will begin to slice it into thin portions. After cutting, I'll get the chicken neatly washed. Then with some spices, I'll get it well seasoned. So I've listed all the spices I used in seasoning the chicken breast. I have peri-peri, I have garlic, I have ginger all powder, I have mixed spices and other spices I will list in the description box, but it's entirely on you as to which of the spices you would use in marinating the chicken breast. I will add some salt. Then I will begin to mix everything together. You can see that everything is now well mixed. With some cling film, I will just cover the chicken, then allow it to rest in the fridge for 30 minutes before using it. At this point, I'll begin to chop the vegetables for the salad. So first I have cucumber, which is neatly washed. I will just remove the seeds out of it and begin to chop them. So I usually enjoy the back of my cucumber. So what I do is I ensure to use vinegar to properly wash the cucumber. If you don't have vinegar, you can always use salt water and that would be fine. I'll also add some fresh tomatoes. So I have two medium size of fresh tomatoes. I'll remove the seeds out of it and get it neatly chopped. Ensure to use fresh tomatoes that are not too softer on the outer side. I will also slice the onions to be used into a thinner size. I'll also cut my carrot into smaller sizes. So this is a steamed carrot. I usually steam my carrot for 30 seconds or maximum a minute to make it a bit softer for me. But if you don't like it that way, you could decide to use the carrot just as it is and it will be fine. At this moment, I have all the vegetables chopped. I'll bring a frying pan to fire, put in some butter. So this is just 12 grams of butter. Allow it to melt. Add a tablespoon of oil. When it's well heated, I will begin to add in the marinated chicken breast. Then allow it to fry for about 3 to 4 minutes. So I will allow one side to fry for a minute or two, then I will turn it to another side, as this is a shallow frying. At this point, you could see that the chicken breast is well fried. I will take them off the fire, then allow it to cool for about 5 minutes before beginning to cut them into smaller pieces just as seen. I'll begin to assemble the salad. So in a bowl, I will add in the cucumber, add in boiled pasta. So I have already boiled this pasta. I will add the carrot. I will go ahead to add in the sliced onion. Add the chopped tomatoes. With a tongue, I will mix everything together before I will go ahead to add in the cut chicken breast and also try to mix it a bit more to get some of the chicken breast at all sides of the salad. When done, I'll set it aside and now do my cream. So in a small bowl, I will scoop some mayonnaise, add some salad cream, add tomato ketchup, add some squeezed lemon juice, then mix everything together. Now that I have my cream ready, I will add the cream to the salad mixture, then begin to mix everything together with the tongue. You can decide to use a tongue, or you can decide to use anything that you feel that it will be easier for you to mix everything together. And just like that, the salad is all ready. So this salad is literally a meal on its own. It's a fully loaded salad. You could enjoy it just as it is. So I'm going to enjoy this salad with some mushroom prawn fried rice I made earlier. You could check it up on my YouTube channel. Thank you once again, and I hope you're going to give this salad a try. Next recipe is sardine and egg salad. I'll first wash all the vegetables in vinegar water before I begin to chop them. This lettuce was well washed, after which I used a paper towel to get some of the moisture out of it before beginning to chop it. Next is my carrot. As I said earlier, I usually steam my carrot for 30 seconds to a minute before I chop them for my salad. But it's entirely on you if you want to do the same thing. I also have some steamed celery. I'll cut them into smaller sizes. I will now begin to assemble the salad. So in a bowl, I will add the lettuce, add some celery, carrots. Then I have some boiled pasta I will add in. So I'm going to do this in layers so that I get all the ingredients mixed well. After adding in all the vegetables, I will begin to slice the boiled egg and add it to the salad. So this is just one medium size egg. I also have one sardine. This sardine is a sunflower sardine. I will remove it out of the oil. Then I will use a fork to just scatter it on the salad. Then lastly, add my salad cream. So the salad cream is just like what I previously did on the first salad recipe. And this is the sardine salad. Very simple and easy to make. Please give it a try, and don't forget to leave a comment at the comment section when you do so. And the last recipe on this video is tuna salad. Also very easy to make and very delicious. I'll first get the vegetable washed in vinegar or salt water. Then with a paper towel, I will try to get as much as possible some moisture out of the vegetables. Then I will begin to cut the vegetables into smaller portions by starting with the cucumber. So I usually like to leave the outer cover of my cucumber, but if you don't like it, you could take it off. Next, I will also slice in the lettuce. As you could see, I will also get the carrot cut into smaller portions. So this time I did not steam my carrot. So when usually I don't steam the carrot, what I do is I just cut them into smaller portions. Then I will put it in the microwave for 30 seconds and that will be great. The next is to also cut my onions into smaller portions. So this one, I'm not gonna slice it. I'm just cutting them into smaller portions. Now I have everything ready. I will begin to assemble the salad. In a bowl, I will first add the cut lettuce. Then I will add some boiled pasta. Then I'll add in the cut cucumber. So I will do this in layers, ensuring that every vegetable is laid out on the other till I have all the vegetables all well laid out in the bowl. I will add in some sweet corn as well. For this salad, I just steamed the carrot in the microwave for 30 seconds. Then I will add it to the salad. Continue to top up all the ingredients till everything is in the bowl, just as you can see. When all the vegetables have been added to the bowl, I will just use the tongue to mix everything together. Then I will go ahead to add in the tuna. So this is tuna chunks. I will open the thing, try and get the water content out of it before I will spread the tuna itself on the salad. Then get it mixed with the vegetables. I'll spread all the tuna on the salad as you can see. Then use the tongue to get it all mixed very well. I just want the tuna to be within the salad and not just on top of the salad. So this is what I'm doing. After all is mixed well, I will now set this aside, then begin to do my salad cream. So in a bowl, I will add some mayonnaise, add salad cream, tomato ketchup, mix everything together. So for this particular salad, I'm not gonna add in any lemon juice. It's also another type I usually do. Mix everything together. Then I'll come back to the salad and add in the cream. Then with a tongue, I'll get all the salad mixed well with the cream. So this is usually best if you wanna consume the salad within a day. But if you don't wanna consume the salad within a day, it's best you just put the cream aside and just be adding some when you need it, because It's gonna let the salad go back very quickly. And the tuna salad is all ready. You could literally enjoy this salad with bread, any rice dish, or you could enjoy it just as it is. Thank you once again for watching this video. Please feel free to try any of the recipes, and when you do so, don't forget to leave a comment. Please like my videos and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Till I come your way again, it's bye.